Well, it's getting late in the day, and we've got ourselves all set up here at Boondooma Homestead. There's our little campsite all set up there. It's time to make dinner. So usually on the second night on the road we like to do a little bit of a roast, and we don't have an oven in the camper. We don't have a fire pit here. I do have a camp oven in the locker there, but there's actually a little gadget that I absolutely love it. I use it every time we go away. So I'm going to give you a look at it. You may have seen it, you may not. I've had it for about 3 years now, and I won't tell you how many meals we've cooked in it, because I've lost count. Anyway, so this is my favourite little camp cooking gadget. It's a Coleman Camp Oven, a little bit different from the cast iron jobbities that we normally cook with. But the great thing is it just sits on top of the gas stove, and it folds down to that. So it doesn't take up a hell of a lot of space in our locker. A lot of people go for ziggy barbecues and BBQs and things like that, and don't get me wrong, they are great cooking implements, but I kind of like the fact that this is so compact, and it gives us a lot of room, and we just use it on our Coleman Even temp. It's a little bit worn. It's cooked a few meals, so it has a few marks on it, but this is what it does. A couple of catches up the back and the front. You open it up, and when the lid goes down, there's a couple of little tabs that secure the base. I'm just going to flip that over. Don't know whether you can see that down there or not. Probably not, it's not important. And then we bring the lid up and we do the same thing. We hook it onto the little tabs there. It might take a couple of goes. You have to hold your tongue the right way for it to work. And then once that's all in, we slide that one over, and that's basically it, ready to go. I'm just going to set it on the cooktop. Now inside there's a little rack which you can pop it in. I always use the middle shelf. So that's it, sort of ready to go. Now, just to get rid of the hot spots, I have a fire brick. I set in the bottom, and I'm going to light her up. I'm going to go turn the gas on first. That's what I'm going to do.
Whoopsies.
That helps a lot.
Well done, Joe. Now we're in business.
Now, I've done a tiny little modification. If you have a look, there's a thermometer there. The only trouble is it's not very accurate. So I've done a tiny mod. You'll see at the top here, that's called a riv nut. It's a rivet nut, and I'll open this up. That's basically the other side of it. It's just a holds a screw, but what I use it for is these are a game changer. Meat thermometers when you go camping, absolute game changer. You'll always have nicely cooked meat, but I use it to get the oven up to temperature. I just stick it through that riv nut, and you'll see there you can read the temperature of the oven as she's heating up. Once we get to about 180 degrees, we're going to stick the little meal that we're preparing, and I'm going to get Lee to tell you all about what we're having for dinner. So
we are having chicken stuffed parcels wrapped in bacon, and the chicken is stuffed with pumpkin, feta and spinach. We've also got roast potatoes just cut into little chunks, also put in with the chicken. Joe will probably show you that before he puts it in, and then some steamed carrots and smokies on the side. Easy.
We do it really tough when we go out camping. I'll get Lee to go grab the camp oven actually. So this is the utensil we use to cook in. If you have a look at that, we're already at 146 degrees, so it heats up pretty quickly. Now, I've got this little 8-inch cast iron camp oven. I don't use the lid, we only use the bottom part. And there's that delectable meal all ready to go in the oven. So once we get up to temp, we'll drop her in, and we'll be sniffing this wafting around the place and getting very anxious to have our meal.
Before it storms.
Before it goes. Alright, so we're at 180, 190 degrees. I'm just going to turn the gas down a tiny little bit. We'll open her up, and in she goes. Now, very hard for a male to film and insert an oven in at the same time. Sorry, a camp oven, but I don't think we've done too bad. There she is, she's gone in, ready to go. Now we'll just shut this. We'll keep an eye on the temperature as we go along. You lose a little bit of temperature when you open the door, but won't be too bad. She's climbing up again. Just maybe turn it up a tiny bit. Get ourselves back up to 180. I reckon we're going to get a storm here tonight. Looks a little bit ominous over there. I'm hoping we don't. But it could well be on the cards, and then I'm going to have to do some pretty snappy manoeuvres here with dinner. Don't go there, buddy. Okay, so we'll keep you posted on the progress. That's a little trivet. It's just something I knocked up to put the hot camp oven on when we take it out of the oven. Quite handy. Okay, well, here's a bit of a progress report on the storms, and I'm starting to get a bit of a complex because it seems that everywhere we go we seem to attract a severe storm warning. This has just gone past us. We haven't got any rain out of it, but they're pretty magic, the old skies, when there's a storm in them, eh? This is what's coming. I don't think it's going to be anything too significant though, so unless this bad boy down here decides to turn around and come back towards us, I think we'll be okay. But one thing I can tell you is that under our little awning here, where the little stove is cooking away, there is just some amazing looking aromas there. Just flick the thermometer on, see we're on about 188 degrees, 187, around there, which is perfect for what we're doing. And the little stove, she's just sitting there cooking that little roast to perfection. These little roasts are great because due to the size of them, it means you can put the potatoes and the meat in together, and they cook in about the same time. So you end up with a nice lot of roast potatoes and that beautiful roast meat all together.
And what I neglected to say before was that those little mini roasts are very readily available at the big supermarket chains, if you're interested.
We've had quite a few of them, hey. Chicken ones are the best, I reckon, because they've got a nice bit of fat that renders out and crisps up the potatoes. So we'll keep you posted, folks, and let you see what the final is.
And Joe, you cannot see the aroma, you smell the aroma, babe.
She's always correcting me. After 30 years, you'd think she'd trained me properly, but she constantly corrects me.
30 years? It's been a bit more than that. Goodness.
See? She's correcting me again. Yeah, no, it's 34 years.
You're ahead.
34 years. Here we go, that's 2 life sentences. Never mind, it's a really old joke, isn't it? But there we are. The aroma's incredible from the little Coleman Camp Oven.
How many years was it again?
34.
Joe, our eldest child, is nearly 30.
I'm going.
43 years, Joe.
43 years.
44
Yeah,
years,
very good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you clarified that. Never mind.
Gosh.
Talk about being in the poo now. Never mind. Yeah, I can't do math that quickly after 2 glasses of wine. You know that. All right, it's time to have a bit of a peek and let's see how the temperature's going. I'll take the meat thermometer out.
Joe's going to smell the temperature.
I'm going to smell the temperature, as Lee says. Here we go. So we just probably not going to see that real good. I'm just poking the meat to see what we got there. I'm sort of trying for 7. Oh, wow. $86. I'm trying for like the high 70s. This, oh, it's grabbing the edge of it. Yeah, okay. 74. I think we've got a little ways to go. It's still a little bit blonde in there. The potatoes are still quite hard. Yeah, I think I'm reading the oven, not the meat. Anyway, that was a utter failure of temperature reading. We'll see if we can do a bit better in about 15-20 minutes. Anyway, as we sit here smelling our dinner cooking, this is what the sunset's looking like. Well, yeah, not the sunset, it's well and truly set by now, but this is what the horizon looks like, where Old Soul has decided to call it a day. And we've still got a bit of clouds. It's a little bit menacing, but I don't know, I think we might just get a little bit of a shower out of that. But oh, you can't get enough of it, hey. You come out, you set yourself up nice and simple and just enjoy the big sky. Personally, I can't get enough of it anyway. And we're going to head back. There's my lovely lady, and there's the thunderclouds.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you're seeing any of that. Pretty impressive. Oh, look at that. Yeah. It's pretty impressive. Oh, I cannot tell you how wonderful our dinner's smelling. Anyway.
It looks good too, I'm sure.
This is our little camp on the road. Nice and simple, we love it.
All you need.
And we're going to go and tempt fate and just have a little look in the oven and see what we've got there. Oh, starting to brown a bit in there. I don't know whether you can see that or not. A little bit dark, but oh, you should smell it. Anyway, I'm going to do a little temperature check.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. We're going to do a last check. This
It's a bit
is
dark now, but anyway.
absolute smell-o-vision here, if it was available.
I'd hold that for you, except it's too hot.
I'm wearing welding gloves, and it is absolutely hopeless trying to press buttons on. Can you press the on-off button there for me?
Which is
The top one.
that one?
That one. Thank you. Very good. Okay, we're
Oh,
going to
it's dark in there.
poke it in the meat. We're looking for some 75, 77 degrees. We're at 66, 70, 73, 76. Yep, we're there.
Yay.
So this is ready to go, folks. So I'm going to turn the gas off.
Yep,
And
good plan.
trying not to burn myself and give myself a second
Yeah,
degree
I really
burn.
feel like I want to hold that, but I can't.
Don't. It's very hot. Here we go. Oh, look at that. That's how the little Coleman Camp Oven. Get yourself out of the light, love. Come around that way.
That's
there we
better.
go. That's better.
Oh, yum. It smells delicious.
Have a look, guys. The potatoes are lovely and soft and roasted. The meat is beautiful and tender. That's what I'm talking about. And the great thing is, just on top of your gas stove, takes not even 5 minutes to set it up.
Yep.
And you're cooked and you're done. Yeah, it's kind of a nice alternative to a campfire camp oven roast, and I thoroughly recommend it. These little stoves are around about, I think they're around about $100 now. They've gone up.
That.
I think we paid about, whoops, see if I can get it on the screen. I can't even see it. There it is. Yeah, we paid about $60 for it, but I think they're over 100 now, thanks to COVID and everybody lifting their prices. But thoroughly recommend them. You cook a great meal in them. So the roast, and that's only part of the story. Lee's got a
Carrots and snow peas.
little nifty steamer here. And where'd the snow peas come from, Lee?
My garden. So if anyone loves home gardening, give us a comment or a like.
There we go. And we'll show you the plated up dish in a second. Now, down here, I don't know whether you can see this guy. He's the protesting Shih Tzu cross. Hey?
Who's actually being fed?
If anybody's interested, he's a Shih Tzu crossed with a beagle. So apparently they're called a Bizu. And the reason is a shittle sounds kind of bad. So there we go. He's going to try to get in there. Here, I'll lift you up. Guys, this is the finished product. I apologise, the lighting is not real flash, but I can tell you that smells amazing. And it's a credit to my good lady Lee's prep work there, and to the Coleman Camp Oven there. How's that for sucking up? I'm trying to recover from the misnomer that I made about the number of years we've been married. What do you think, Lee?
Delish.
It's good? Can't wait till I get into mine, that's for sure. Gonna be good. So before we go, I'd like to talk about products that last the test of time, and I think this Coleman Camp Oven is certainly one of them. If you have a look at the image, it's a marketing image from 1966, which shows the Coleman Camp Oven sitting on top of the stove there. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure they were available early 60s, possibly even late 50s. So there you go. You've got a product that's been around for 50, 60 plus years, still being used. I think it's amazing. Anyway, we hope you liked the video. If you did, would you mind subscribing and giving us a like? It certainly helps our channel. We're trying to grow it and do lots more videos. So we really appreciate you watching. Certainly don't take you for granted. Anyway, next video we're going to show you how we clean that camp oven. Have a great time. Bye.